Hello, it's time to do some printing. Today we will focus on two lowercase letters. We will work on lowercase k and also lowercase u. Lowercase k and lowercase u, they don't really have too much in common, if anything, but they don't really fit with any other letters either, so we've saved them for last. Let's start off with lowercase k. Lowercase k is a tall letter. It begins on the top line. Run your finger along the top line. Put a starting dot on the top line. Go straight down to the ground and lift. That does remind us of a lowercase l, but now it's where we add something different. After you've made your straight line down, go out to the middle. What that means is go on the dotted line, which is in the middle of your straight down line, and go away from it so there's a space. That's where you're starting next. Slide back. It's called slide back because it reminds you of the slide at the playground, and it's backwards, not the way we read a book. And last, slide forwards. There's your lowercase k. 2 finger spaces. Start at the top, go straight down to the ground, and lift. Go out to the middle. That means go to the dotted line and leave some space between the last line you drew. Now slide back, don't pick your marker up, and slide forward. When you do your slide lines, the place where they meet should be roughly in the middle of the dotted line and the bottom line. If I connected it out, you would see that the place where my slides connected was in the middle of the bottom line and the dotted line. 2 finger spaces. Go to the top, straight down to the ground, lift, out to the middle, slide back, slide forward, lift. 2 finger spaces. Go to the top, straight down to the ground, lift, out to the middle, slide back, and slide forward. Remember to make sure the place where your slide changes directions should be in the middle, between the dotted line and the bottom line. This is about in the middle. 2 finger spaces. Go to the top, straight down to the ground, lift, out to the middle, slide back, slide forward. Your slide lines are not straight. Your slide lines have to look like a slide at the playground. They need to be on an angle. 2 finger spaces. Go to the top, straight down to the ground, lift, out to the middle. See if you can find the mistake with this lowercase k. Can you tell what's wrong? In this lowercase k, I didn't make a sliding line. Instead, I did a backwards line directly straight on the dotted line. It doesn't look the same as the last k. Lowercase k has 2 sliding lines. They must be on angles. I'll try that last one again. Go to the top, straight down to the ground, lift, out to the middle, slide back, slide forward. Good, that's much better. This time my slide was not a straight across line, it was on an angle. I wonder if we can fit in one more k. 2 finger spaces, go to the top, straight down to the ground, lift, out to the middle, slide back, slide forward. Make sure when you do a lowercase k that even though your first line is tall, the slide lines must stay underneath the dotted line. If you bring them above that, it will turn into an uppercase K. Let's go on to our next letter. Now we can work on lowercase u. A lowercase u looks an awful lot like a lowercase n, except it's been turned the other way around. To print a lowercase u, start on the dotted line. Now, when we say straight down, this time you won't be going all the way down to the ground. In fact, as you get close to the ground, you'll start to curve. Watch this. Go to the dotted line, straight down, don't touch the ground, curve, and bounce back up. My very first line started off being straight, but it did not touch the ground. Instead, it started to curve around so that I could bounce back up the other direction. This letter U is not finished yet. Once I've bounced back up, I need to go straight down so that my letter U will have a short tail. The straight down line cannot go underneath the red line. 2 finger spaces, go to the dotted line, straight down, but don't touch the ground, curve, bounce back up, straight down. Now when you curve, you are allowed to touch the bottom red line, but don't touch it until you're in the middle of your curve. 2 finger spaces, go to the dotted line, straight down, curve, bounce back up, straight down. When you make that final straight down line, make sure it's not a slide. It's different from when we worked on K. Watch what happens if I don't make it straight down. Now this letter U has a giant gap in between its body and tail. I really should have done a straight down line instead of a slide line. We'll try again. Go to the dotted line, straight down, curve, bounce back up, straight down. That's much better. Now I don't have a giant gap between the body and the tail. 2 finger spaces, go to the dotted line, straight down, curve, bounce back up, straight down. Go to the dotted line, straight down, curve, bounce up, straight down. Lowercase u fits between the dotted line and the bottom line. Don't let it go above, and also don't let it go underneath. Let's make some patterns with the lowercase k and the lowercase u. Our first pattern can be K-U-U, K-U-U, K-U-U. Let's start our K by going to the top. Straight down to the ground, lift, out to the middle, slide back, slide forward. 2 finger spaces, letter U. Go to the dotted line, straight down, curve, bounce up, straight down. 2 finger spaces. Letter U. Go to the dotted line, straight down, curve, bounce up, straight down. K-U-U. Time to repeat the core. Letter K. Go to the top, straight down to the ground, lift, out to the middle, slide back, slide forward. Letter U. Go to the dotted line, straight down, curve, bounce up, straight down. 2 finger spaces. Letter U. Go to the dotted line, straight down, curve, bounce up, straight down. See if you can make your own pattern with lowercase k and lowercase u. Remember to be careful with your lowercase k. Those 2 last lines have to be on an angle. They can't be straight across. And you need to make sure you keep them under the dotted line. Neither K nor U goes underground. See if you can practice some more. See you next time.